overboard.
Welcome back everyone to another NRG on the Amstrad CPC, of course. And here we are with your budget version of Operation Wolf. If you fancy, why not? Came out 2 years after the original did. In fact, by Wayne Way. Copyright Players Premiere 1990. Not the greatest of tunes on the intro menu here, but at least it does have some music. A bit bitty and I don't think that's very coded very well. Neither is the intro tune there. But anyway, let's get into it. Shoot 'em up rail action. And it's Operation Wolf, everyone says. Not quite. Almost. But Operation Wolf has the edge on this, should I say. And there are many reasons for that. It's a decent game, this. I tell you what, you wouldn't be disappointed if you paid $3.99 or $2.99 or whatever the budget price for this would have been back in the day, back in 1990. It's a good game, a very, very good game for a budget game, I must admit. But it is, in essence, a clone of Operation Wolf. So let's break it down, shall we? Even the guy in the first closest perspective there, he's wearing the same bloody uniform. Couldn't even change his clothes. But anyway, so we're going through the death camp here, the base camp, shooting away at those always fatigued enemies, and the guys right there, and the planes at the top. We've got Harrier jump jets coming down instead of helicopters at the top with tanks. The tanks are there again. So the good news is we've got some lovely graphics here. Not quite as good as detailed as Operation Wolf, but lovely colourful graphics. Very smooth scrolling, like that. Very good responses on the cursor. Very good. Player feedback is actually brilliant on this, to be honest. Very sharp. You can get this target around pretty nipply. Not quite as polished as Operation Wolf, but yeah, for a budget game, I'm not arguing. Loads of colour, loads of movement, plenty of sprites on screen. You've got your bonuses dropping down there in little knapsacks, which, I tell you what, they are a little bit easier to spot. There you go, there's the medical... I've died, I nearly got that. I just died before I managed to shoot the medical thing. The medical supplies box. Never mind. There's a TNT, there's a dynamite. You don't get grenades in this. You get dynamite, which is essentially the same thing as a grenade. Yeah, but when they drop down in the little parachutes, they're actually very easy to spot, which is nice. There we go. There's the medical box. Unlike Operation Wolf and Operation Thunderbolt, where obviously the magazines and the grenades and medical supplies all drop on the floor, don't they, or fly out from the side, which is sometimes tricky to hit. But so that's a good thing about it. That's an improvement over Op Wolf. So it's easy to hit those. If you hit every one, it's not a bad, pretty easy game if you ignore the planes. If you don't shoot those, I don't think they damage you too much actually. But of course, in Operation Wolf, you have to sort of destroy the planes and the helicopters and stuff going on to sort of progress. But in this, you don't need to do that. However, the level seems to go on for bloody ever, and that's one thing. The pacing is a little bit off. Level 1 seems to go on forever, level 2 seems to go on forever, and you get a bit, your finger aches and your eyes are going, and you think, maybe these levels should have been a little bit more succinct. Oh, I've run out of bullets. Damn. I've been blasting away and I've run out of bullets, so I'm going to get that one there. Come on, there we go. Because I think you get an extra spare 6 bullets if you run out to get your replenishment of magazines. Not those kind of magazines either. There's on this background we've got some variants, barrels, fences, buildings, all that kind of stuff. But I have noticed that when you progress through the levels, it's all a bit of a muchness and not very much variance outside of this sort of like sort of sand barracked kind of atmosphere. It's all kind of very samey. It doesn't really change much, so they haven't really gone for many variants of backgrounds, which is a shame. And of course the sound effects they're acceptable. The sound effects are acceptable. Again, lack of variety in the sound effects, but they are acceptable. Unfortunately, I've died again on my last life now. Damn. See, I haven't even got through the first level yet, and I've already been killed twice. I'm doing very well at this. Are they hostages to get in this? No, I don't think there are hostages to get in this. I think you can shoot the wrong people. I definitely think you can do that. So it's I tell you what. Like I said, if I paid £4 for this back in the day, I would have been perfectly pleased with this kind of game. It's colourful, it's good gameplay, it's fun. It's not as polished and it's certainly not as good as Operation Wolf is on the Amstrad. But it's decent. It's very decent indeed. And for a clone, as clones go, and I've seen many a different clone on the Amstrad and the Speccy and the Commodore over the years, sometimes the clones actually work out better than the original. But of course, in this case, the original is far superior, I would say. But it is a very nice game all the time. And a nice name as well. Operation Hanoi. It's got a kind of nice name. I think a lot of people mistakenly thought it might have been a sequel, or an unofficial sequel, to Operation Wolf. There we go, I finally made it. Oh, how long did that take? That's nearly over 5 minutes for one level. Wow. That was long. So I was going to the second level, and again, it looks almost the same as the first level. And this is one thing I don't like about this game, is that the levels look very similar. I mean, we didn't go into a jungle, we haven't got a sea level, we haven't got a prison camp or anything like that. All these Barmy Barracks style level looks, and the sand is still there, and yeah, a little bit of variance would have been nice. No variance in the enemies yet either. All the enemies are the same. That's a bit disappointing. So the variety is certainly lacking. So it's I think each level is same over. I think later on there is a little bit more variety, but not much. But it's good shooting action. I do like the I do like the HUDs at the side surrounding the game area. I kind of like that. I think that's kind of smart. Nice clear scores at the bottom there. Nice game area, generous game area, not too small. And so you've got to limit the game area sometimes to get a good scrolling. But I like the way the bullets appear on both sides of the screen. That's kind of nice. It sort of fills the screen up. Nice sense of action and immersiveness going on. So that's a very good touch. Obviously, Operation Wolf put all the stuff at the side on one side, but then had the energy bar sort of curving round in a nice snazzy way. Energy bar's one straight one on one side here, but I like the layout. I really do approve of the layout. It's the sort of game that if they manage to maybe get some more decent tunes on it, maybe improve the sound effects a little bit, and the variance and the variety of the backdrops and the enemies, it would have been an absolute cracking game. And I think it is a decent game. I'll give it's a solid 8 out of 10, definitely. And I don't normally give sort of ratings to games like that. Oh, I've run out of bullets again. Get that TNT. I need that. Come on, shoot. The cursor is lovely and clear as well. Blue circles, good choice of colour there. So it is an enjoyable game, that's for sure. And I think I've died again. That's my last life, and I think we'll call it there. I think now. So that's Operation Hanoi, 1990, from the Players Premier label budget label on the Amstrad. A very good Operation Wolf clone, but not quite as good as the Operation Wolf itself. Thanks for watching. Cheers. No bug. Out.